Times Square.
Filling up our Jumbotron in Times Square. That's just a little taste of the incredible acting you will see in Marvel's Black Widow. It is one of this summer's most highly anticipated movies as people head back to the theaters. And we are delighted to have the star and executive producer of Black Widow, two-time Oscar nominee Scarlett Johansson, joining us live this morning. It is wonderful to have you back on little old GMA, and we haven't seen you since you and Colin got married, so congratulations. And Scarlett, we got to know this. Is he like everybody? Is he like everybody else? Does he try and get secrets out of you, some Marvel secrets out of you like we all do?
He is so spoiler averse that I can't even, he doesn't want to know anything during filming. If I tell him who was on the set that day, he's worried he's going to start guessing what the plot line is. Mum's the word for sure. He wants to be surprised.
I think we all do in the end. We always ask for you to dish secrets, you and others, and we kind of like to be surprised. Why are we always after you guys to give us the dirt? I don't know why.
It's true. I always tell people that. I'm like, you don't really want to know. Right. There's so few surprises these days. Like, just, have the patience and sit through the movie and enjoy it, enjoy the ride. And this movie is definitely full of a lot of surprises for sure. I'm so excited it's finally coming out.
We'll try not to give any spoilers out to upset people this morning. You've been playing Black Widow since 2010 in Iron Man 2. That was the first time. This is likely the last time that you will play this character, although, never say never with Marvel. So is it kind of hard to leave her behind?
I think it's bittersweet. I've had an incredible decade working with my Marvel family. I'm going to, miss not seeing them every 18 months or 2 years. Like those kind of milestones I always really look forward to. But, I feel really proud of this film, and I think it's great to go off in go out on a high note. And, this movie is so different from any other Marvel film that we've done so far. So, like I said, it's bittersweet.
And we've been waiting for this for a while because Black Widow's release date was delayed because of the pandemic. And when you were on a couple years ago, we were asking you, we're like, is this a prequel? Is it a resurrection, a comeback? What is it? And you said it was a revelation. So what is revealed in this that you can get away with telling us?
Oh my gosh, a revelation. Gosh, I love that I use that word. Just, that's really just not like there's anything to live up to there. This character for, her entire lifetime has been a part of a team, an organization. She was an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. She was an Avenger. And when we find her, this movie takes place after the Civil War. She's alone really for the first time ever. And, she's kind of off her game, and she's forced really by the Yelena character played so brilliantly by Florence Pugh to really face, what they have been through and the trauma in their past. And it's definitely it's difficult for her. It's challenging, but it's like I said, quite a wild ride.
So speaking of some of those challenges, let's go ahead and take a look at a clip.
Okay, you got a plan, or shall I just stay duck and cover?
My plan was to drive us away.
Well, your plan sucks. You're welcome.
She didn't think very highly of your plan there. As you said, that's Florence Pugh. And her character is like a sister to your character. And this is the first time that she is in the Marvel universe. So did you share any superhero tips with her?
Oh, gosh. Florence is very self-sufficient. She didn't really need any tips from me. If anything, I was really taking tips from her. She's just very self-possessed and just a bright energy. I think these movies can be you know, they're exhaustive and the process is long. And, you know, I think you just have to keep up your stamina. And, you know, I told her in the beginning when we were doing these fight sequences that, you know, I said, you're never going to be a professional athlete like all these incredible stunt people that we have here. And, you know, the most important thing is to conserve your energy and give it all in your performance. And that's all the character work, you know, that you do that will bring that action to life. But don't try to do the, you know, over the head throw into a somersault thing and a roundhouse, whatever. Like, you're not going to land it.
and don't get hurt, right? Now, I know your daughter's almost... I know your daughter's almost 7, so I'm curious, has she seen you play this character, Black Widow, and does she think that her mom is a superhero?
She's never seen any of the Marvel films. We tried to watch a little bit of Captain Marvel, then she just gets believe it or not, she kind of self-guides through that stuff. So if something is a little bit scary, she'll say, I don't think this is for me. It's not age appropriate, which is hilarious. So I'm like, okay, you know best. But she's been on set, of course, you know, she's with me all the time. And, you know, she's just starting to understand a little bit about what I do and how can I be a superhero, but I also play a cartoon porcupine, and how does that all work?
but don't you think, isn't it great for your daughter and others her age to see women as superheroes? It wasn't always like that for us.
Absolutely. I mean, she, you know, it's so different than when I was growing up, and, you know, there weren't any, you know, any superheroines in this genre really to point to. And, you know, it's just amazing. I meet so many young girls that are huge fans of the MCU, and, you know, the female characters are so meaningful to them. You know, and I just think it's just such a wonderful progression that we've seen really in the last, you know, 5 or 10 years.
Yeah, my daughters are about the same age, too. They cling to these characters. They mean so much to them. But, Scarlett, I have to ask you on a different subject. You always have a number of projects going on at once, not always in film. What's next for you?
You know, I have been developing my own skincare line for the last 3 years, and this last year has really allowed me to dedicate a ton of time to it. It'll be debuting in January, and it's been a labor of love, but I'm so excited to share that with the world. So that is my next venture.
Well, whatever it is, it's working. You are glowing. So thank you.
I want that.
We'll have it. You're having again. Thank you.
Thank you. I've been testing out all our products. Thank you so much.
You are always a delight. Always a delight.